Alright, and we are back. What? What? What?
Nothing.
Well, I'm sorry the volume was too loud on the music, okay? Gosh. Alright.
Just a little bit.
Just
That little.
I was just calling you a $5 footlong.
I'm not that cheap, okay?
Like hell you're not.
I beg to. No, I'm not going there.
Oh, dear. Okay. So, yeah. You are confronted by Gregor and his gang, -1. And the first thing he said was, "Ah, crap.
Hello again.
Hi. You know, we are going to come here to report that our friend was missing."
Which friend?
The friend that you had last time.
No shit.
Oh, you know, the blue dragonborn. Yeah, he and the other one that you had, who is missing right now. Yeah, he's missing too.
Do you know where he went?
Nope, just up and left one day. We don't know.
Aw.
He went out to the market, and then afterwards he's just gone. But listen, I'm sorry about before, but I just want my friend back. You see, and if you could help us find him, or at least give us information, if you have any, just let us know.
So he was at the market last time?
Yeah, he was last at the market. But
You know
yeah,
what he was
actually,
doing?
How long ago?
it was yesterday. But let's see, he's not the kind of person to go missing or anything. He's actually the kind of person to tell everybody where he's going. You see, he's one of the clerics in our guild, and so he's actually one of the more zealous ones, if you know what I mean. But yeah, always taking care of the healing and all the prayers and stuff, and making sure everything's orderly, and you know, that sort of thing.
Typical cleric duties.
Yes, but he was one of the more tedious ones. But yeah, anything you could find about him, that'd be great. Relinod Morthul, Blue Dragonborn. Yeah, if you could find him for me, that'd be great. Or at least just provide some information. Anyways, I'll go tell the gods the same thing to see if they can keep an eye out for him. But
one question: with him being a cleric, does he follow a particular deity or anything?
lately, he's been following. You see, he also kind of jumps from one to another. So he's kind of a cleric of many deities. In fact, we're surprised he still has his powers. But I guess they don't mind. But the last one he was of Yandala, the goddess of life. Or god. I don't know. God or goddess. Deity. He knows them.
life.
I don't. Yeah.
Does the deity have a temple anywhere near here?
We have the church, but again, like the clerics, like our cleric, he seems to bounce around. But this one tries to have a cleric for everything, just a general church.
Yeah.
Nothing so much as a dedicated temple,
Gotcha.
at least in town. Unless it's a hidden one. But I'm doubtful. He would have told us about that, because he would have tried to get us to go.
Gotcha.
But
Well,
yeah,
we'll
if
keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, if you could just do that, that'd be great. And like I said, sorry about before. Yeah, okay. We'll go to...
Self-reflection is always good.
Yeah. 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 And he just goes inside.
Okay.
That was strange.
Adding to the list of things, a missing cleric.
I have a feeling that is not a coincidence ever. Maybe it might not be relevant to what that is, but it could be relevant to something else, like Harmony.
Okay, so we have something to do now before dark. I think we should go. I think we should go to the market and investigate whereabouts from there until it gets dark, and then we can go to the forest.
Okay. All right, so you're going to the market?
Yeah.
And
I make sure my handkerchief,
gathering
quote-unquote,
information
is well hidden from view.
Your what?
The cloth.
His black market cloth.
Oh, that cloth. Yeah. Note to self: write down black.
Write down what the fuck you give out.
Okay, cloth.
I have it
you
written
see, I
down.
had a notepad, but then my computer decided to shut
shit.
it down, and then I lost all those notes. So all those can'ts that we made, yeah, I don't have those anymore.
I still have thieves' can't.
That's why. Yeah, I just forgot the phrase we used. Thank you.
As the crow flies.
Yeah, and then I forgot the one after that too. Just give those to me later.
I don't have any more.
Okay, well, that's great. We'll just make up another one. But yeah, everything that's going on in Notepad right now, I'm just copying and pasting onto a Google Doc afterwards. Oh,
That's
man.
what you're doing
How-
anyways.
Here's a new line for Fear's Can't. How big is it?
Ow.
Okay, never mind.
The owl crows at noon.
Owl crow. What? The owl hoots at noon. Not an owl does not crow.
I know, that's why it's a can't.
Yes, but that's gonna be stupid.
Let's
People
go
don't
on.
notice
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Whatever. Okay, so how are you going to go about this? How are you going to go about investigating this? The
I think we
trail
should
is a
split
day
up.
cold, from what you've learned. And so...
Yeah, just split up and talk to
Cover as
vendors.
much area.
Talk to vendors and see if they've seen them,
Okay.
and just work our way around the vendors.
All right. Oh, I need list skills. Because I'm used to 3.5, where there's just a skill for everything. Okay, I would like for all of you to make
Please be Dex. Please be Dex.
investigation rolls.
Even better.
I say, why would you roll dex on something that requires a thinking process?
Speed or distance covered, I'm thinking.
Okay, so yeah, make investigation rolls, which is intelligence.
Booyah!
Holy crap! What is this?
Wow.
Jesus.
31.
Yeah, that. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Well, that was easy.
And what about the others?
Hold on, pulling up my.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
Watch Panzer roll 1.
Oh, pretty. Well, it's not a critical fail.
I'm guessing there's biscuits nearby.
Yeah, more than likely. You get distracted by biscuits.
well, it's not a 1, so.
Yep.
A for effort.
Right.
Your effort. All right, so Lane, you go out in search of this, but then you get distracted by biscuits,
Yeah.
which in America is cookies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I always have to translate that in my head. Okay, biscuits. Okay.
You are American.
And Dave, you stumble across someone who's just doing their business thing. What do you ask?
If they've seen a priest of a temple, dragon.
Blue Dragonborn.
A Dragonborn. Okay. Well, I see a lot of people right now here to buy anything.
My left eye starts switching a little.
Hey, listen. If you buy something, my mind might become more clear. Okay, it'll make me
So,
happy.
Will
I'll
your
have
mind
clearer
clear up if I go
thoughts.
get Dury?
Why would you get Dury?
Because this is something that involves the town guards too.
It is? Well, why didn't you say that at first?
Because we're investigating for him.
Okay. Who are you looking for again?
It's a blue dragonborn priest.
A blue dragonborn priest.
He was in the market yesterday buying stuff and now has just disappeared.
Well, you know we have a few dragonborn coming through here. I
How far
don't
am I-
recall seeing a blue one stop by. Come to think of it, I didn't even see a single cleric stop by around here.
Okay.
It gets really busy. Okay, I can't.
What are you selling, by the way? What vendor did I stop at? I'm just curious. I'm just wondering now.
Food. It's food, like fresh foods.
I buy an apple.
Okay. 3 copper.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I'm going to roll to see how good the apple is.
I'm not.
Oh, I gotta
gonna
do
eat
that.
it right.
Click the thing. It's about
I'm not
average.
eating that apple.
It's about average.
It's about an average apple.
It's about an average apple.
I have this for a certain hanging librarian later on.
You would only know how good it is after you eat it, no?
Oh man.
Hey, look, if he's gonna show me his rolls on his screen, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
I can roll them in secret if you want me to.
I know you can.
Oh dear.
That's why
I'm doing it for the benefit of the viewers out there.
well, I'm doing this for the benefit of the viewers too. I'm gonna throw that apple at somebody later.
That's a good apple, don't ruin it.
It's an average apple. Did you not see the 9?
Actually, wait, I wouldn't know that because I'm not with you.
Fourth wall is completely gone.
All right.
Well, I thank him for his apple.
Apple.
Carry on.
Well, okay. Well, thank you for your business, and I hope you find your friend or
Me too.
whoever
Thank you.
you're looking for.
He's easily.
Hi.
not as bad.
He's immediately greeting
Yeah.
the next customer. All right, and TJ, who do you want to talk to?
I want to talk to the guy who knows where he is.
Okay,
No,
so
ask for the guy that knows the lottery numbers.
you pass.
You kind of walked into that.
Okay, so you go to the random gambling man. He's like, "Hey, you want to play some dice again?"
I reach down my sleeve and kind of show him the knife. No.
No.
Okay,
I don't actually.
so you
I-
pass by him,
I saw Patrick's
and
face like,
then you come across Javier. You remember who that
who's
is?
Javier?
The guy who gave you the black cloth.
When the snake flies at noon, hooting.
I remember Javier now, but he was expensive to talk to.
We just roll decently for a change.
Ah! Edmund. How's it going?
Good to you?
I'm doing fine. In fact, I'm doing mighty fine.
Why is that?
Well, because I look at you, and you seem to have a look of inquisition on your face, an inquisitive look. And
I'm here to ask you questions with the Royal Guard.
there's no
The
royal
the
guard.
town guard.
Well, there's no town guard around here.
You know what I mean.
Just get the.
Just spend all your
So-
money, damn it.
What are you looking to ask?
There's a missing person that we're looking for. He's a blue dragonborn cleric. He came here a few days ago.
Relinod?
I beg your pardon?
Relinod? Do I need to spell it out for you? Relanaad. Morthul, Morthul.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yes. Yeah, he was here yesterday.
What was his business here?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Everything.
Escapades.
Well, of course you'd like to know everything, but of course it's also generally a good business practice to not share what other people have purchased. So I'll need a little compensation.
Or how about I can get you to the... What was it called again, Panzer?
I name dropped Dury because I was dealing with a lawful person. You, on the other hand, are not dealing with somebody who's exactly on that side of the street.
Maybe we can go down to talk to Jury if you'd rather.
Dury.
Oh, Dury. Dury knows better than to mess with me.
I told you.
Mostly because I provide him with information. He provides me with things.
Things, huh? What is this guy? Is he a sex trafficker that we just don't know about?
You haven't investigated yet.
So he is admitting to something illegal to me right now. That's what it sounds like.
No. It's exchange of
That's
goods.
just out of me commenting
No,
out
it's
of
an
character.
exchange of goods. He gives me the goods. I give him information, which is goods. You can call me an information broker of sorts. So, what are you going to give me for this information?
There was something interesting in what he said earlier, but I can't say anything about it.
My intimidation isn't high enough.
Don't think you could intimidate a paper bag.
I tell him I'll be back and I go looking for the rest of the group.
Bye. I'll be here. All
There
right.
you go. That's smart, TJ.
Well, I'm not gonna get into a fight in the middle of a market. I know better. I can't escape from the market.
You escaped in the middle of a tavern.
That's the
Yeah,
joke.
that was dumb luck.
Yeah, that was dumb luck.
Uh,
So I go looking for Panzer,
okay,
and
you find him
make it.
rather easily.
so I found someone who might know something about where our friend went.
Oh, really? I have an apple.
I found biscuits.
Can you
Okay,
find
so-
poison for your apple?
No, did you look in the grass? And I walk on.
I let out an audible groan.
You started it, I finished it.
I love the grass thing. I love it.
So, where is this person that you
I-
know that...
I lead them to them,
Okay.
and I let them know about the vial of poison.
You did what?
Don't worry about it. We have everything at hand right now. I'd rather you hear from me than from him.
Twitch, 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 twitch.
Air's just going, or Ark's just going.
You do it better than he does. At least you heard it from me and not from him.
Okay.
Doesn't
so
make it any better.
Less surprising.
By the way, this
I
poison.
can hear it from the town snitch. I don't care.
By the way, this poison he keeps talking about is actually a vial of blood that they got from infected wolves. Just so you're aware.
For all we know,
That we don't know if
What
it will
was that?
actually poison anyone in its state.
Yep. Okay, so you head on over, back on over to Javier.
Yep.
All right. He says, "Oh, you brought friends this time."
I'll look at Ark.
So
What are you waiting for, bro?
I just glare at him. So you know something about our Dragonborn guy?
Relinod Morthul?
Mhm.
Yes, I do.
And I take it you want some sort of payment for the information.
Compensation? Yes. I provide a service. You provide me with the good.
I don't want your woman.
Route.
So yes.
Just out of curiosity.
How much
did,
is this information worth?
out of character, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did TJ regale us with the whole conversation, or he just?
That's up to him.
The one I just had with him.
Yeah.
You guys know.
Word for word.
Word.
Yes.
He memorized it word for word.
He said this. I said that. I retorted. With this. I twitched my eye. Blah blah
He even
blah.
spelled out his entire name.
Like, oh my god.
Okay, so yeah, you know everything that he
Okay.
said.
So he came here looking for information too, then.
Yes. So how much is this information worth to you?
Wait, has anyone else been asking about him first?
That's going to be information that costs us something too.
Because if it's second-hand information that we can get elsewhere,
I'll give you that one for free. No, you're the first ones to stop by asking about him.
Okay.
I'm
You're
gonna roll.
looking for information, huh?
Information broker, among other things.
I'd like to roll to make sure I know if he's lying during any part of this conversation.
Okay, you want to make an insight check?
Yeah.
Okay. Rolled a 10. As far as you're aware, he's just being a straight businessman. You're going to pay for something and he'll give you something back. He's not really leading you astray anyways. He's just being a slimy businessman.
I'm saying I'm rolling for generally the rest of the conversation.
To see
If I notice anything out of the blue from him.
Nope. You don't notice anything out of the blue.
So the real question is, though, can you afford not to give us this information?
Can I afford not to give you this information?
Because he's a guild member.
Of who?
Of the,
That information is not free to you.
Oh, no,
I
I see. This is the thing. This is the interesting thing. And I turn away from him to talk to TJ. This is the interesting thing here. With him being a guild member, it doesn't really matter with which guild. Because this has already been now reported to the town guard.
I was just trying to scare him. I'll shut up now.
So now that it's passed on to the third line,
I get it. I'll shut up now.
we're just looking for him in interest of another guild.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't even care about the information that you gave him. I'm just wondering if you know where he went.
Where he went, Well, that's easy. He went that way.
How long ago?
Yesterday, and I turned back
That
around.
was sarcasm.
He actually gives you this look. He's like, really? Okay. He just asked that question. He literally asked that question.
Well,
Okay.
maybe he came back again. Let's be honest. Maybe he came back again
then
after.
now there's more of a violent twitch in my eye, and it's very noticeable.
Although, I think it might be more noticeable to you about what he bought rather than where he's going.
What did he? Okay, so here's the question for you then. You barter on.
Oh, are we
Is there
trying to-
anything you're looking for?
Are we trying to trade information for information? What sort of information do you have for me that could possibly pertain to what I can give you?
Well,
or
not
be
getting
of
blown
worth?
up is usually a pretty good idea.
Not getting blown up by
A crazy little girl skipping around town.
Oh, you mean Harmony?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told him that information.
Oh, so he was on the hunt for Harmony too. Okay.
By him, I mean the one next to you right now.
Yeah.
I told you guys about that.
Yeah. That's why I'm not shocked.
Well, now they met the guy.
Yay! That's the guy you traded poison for. Poison.
I said this is on the way there. I said this guy I sold the poison to for this information.
Okay, and I looked. I was like, and I knew this already.
I told you ahead of time so you wouldn't be as shocked if he said it.
No, but I have reason to believe she is targeting vendors with fires and explosions, and I'd prefer to get her off the street before somebody else dies. I don't know if you heard about the Taylor going boom.
I actually heard the boom and saw the smoke and the fleeing people. That was an exciting day.
Yeah.
Ironically, it drove a lot of business towards me. That rarely happens. Normally, when a disaster happens, you don't get a lot of business. That happened to that day. Of course, it was just the standard merchandise, not the interesting stuff.
Standard merchandise.
Interesting stuff.
He has a general stand. It's just like your normal.
Oh,
things.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah,
Like not what we're digging for.
yeah. He was selling general stuff that you can actually see on his stand.
What is it? Food, goods.
Food, goods, trade materials, little trinkets.
Oh,
Newspapers, obviously.
Here's an
newspapers,
interesting question
trinkets, and
for you.
baubles.
I'd like to pick up
Sir.
the Sunday Morning Gazette. That
Well,
was
Have you? And I look at our friend here,
Javier. Yeah.
Javier. Have you sold any blasting powder as of late?
I direct you to your friend. Unless you wish to purchase that information yourself.
Oh, I'm just wondering because it's not easy to get a hold of, and it seems like something that you might be able to get a hold of.
Well, me.
he is able to.
And then I just may have to go to the guard about it. That you blew up the.
Whom I also provide with information.
Yeah, well that's fine.
And okay, I'm pretty sure I'd get by.
Yeah, but do you really want Harmony blowing your shit up because you know something?
Harmony, while a bit chaotic,
A bit.
is smarter than she acts.
Oh, I agree.
I wouldn't know. I haven't met her.
You
Sarcasm.
You might one day. I'd be careful.
Well,
if I
I'm
were
hoping
you.
we meet her because I would prefer her not blowing up shit and burning shit down.
Yep.
It's usually
But
a
me,
good thing.
no, she won't mess with me because she knows that if she does, well, let's just say the hammer would drop.
Ooh, this actually sounds like a good fight. I said that out loud.
No, it would be over rather quickly.
Oh. She'd probably
You
skip
know, have you seen the title fight? I think this girl was named Rhonda. And then...
it. 5 seconds gone.
It would be along those lines. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, there is a fighting ring that we have here in town once a week. And yes, the guards do know about it. In fact, they often participate.
Yeah, I know it's not.
But yes, there are title in town. Yeah, that was a fun one.
So is there any
Interesting.
information you're looking for?
That I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Anything interesting, anything that could be useful to someone else. That's what I'm looking for.
Anything that could be.
Anything that is uncommon, shall we say.
Have you heard about the possibility of wisps being out in our woods?
Oh, the possibility of a wisps. I guess by that you mean the light.
Mhm.
with
I take it you've heard of
Captain
that then.
Dury. Yes, I've heard about that. Poor Willis.
Just shake
I
my head.
actually
And,
heard
and
about
the
it.
eye starts switching again at the name of Willis.
I actually heard about it from him directly. Nice fellow, easy to talk to.
Shame he doesn't remember half
How
the
did-
shit he says.
A quick question for
This is
Nate.
true.
Are the general public able to access the notice boards?
Yes, they can bring in jobs and post it themselves.
Like,
That's
Never mind.
how you got the job for Mina.
uh,
Because her parents came in and posted that job.
so that information would probably not be of use to him.
Well, you know.
Was there anything you needed done?
Oh, a favor.
Mhm.
Well, seeing as how you happen to be a return customer, and it seems likely that you might return again, I'm willing to take that. If you give me some sort of trinket that I can use to give back to you in order to redeem said favor.
I look. Yeah.
Just a trinket that you would recognize. Doesn't have to be anything special.
Aha! I pull out a book.
What's that, Omega?
I was going to say, I'd give him my trinket.
You give
No, I got this. I pull out a book and hand it to him.
Okay. What book is it?
How to clean a room in 10 days.
I thought.
I will immediately recognize that book because I will want that book back.
How
at some
many
point.
copies of that book do you have?
How many times do I need to throw it at a certain hanging woman?
You might want to deduct some money from that.
I have two.
Javier.
If he does he
Favor
really clip that
notice.
book?
How to clean a room in 10 days. Okay.
Now on sale at your local bookstore.
Now on sale. Okay. Okay.
I'm surprised he took
yes.
the book.
It's
Then
a
he-
trinket. It reminds me of. I will want it back because I want to chuck it at somebody.
I imagine you purchased this for someone specific.
Hmm. You already know who I imagine.
I'm going to guess a small little runt, a little white, black hair, likes to hang from the rafters upside down like a bat.
She scares me.
Actually, really good at finding information through books. So
She
I-
also comes around and talks to me on occasion.
I whisper to him in Fuse Cant as a joke. She kind of scares me sometimes.
you scare me all the time,
I said
Mister
thieves'
Glasses
That was-
Poison.
yeah, that was Thieves' Cant.
Oh, that was Thieves' Cant. Oh, okay. I thought you
Uh-huh.
said you whispered to me.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
he says back, he's like, she had a strange life. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. But your information. Okay. Well, you know that vial of blood that you traded to me.
The eye starts twitching again.
Relinod is the purchaser of said blood.
He bought the blood.
Now you know the weight of the favor. I might come back and inquire to you with, oh, and one thing for free. Relinod, even though a healer he may be, is a war cleric.
Oh. Okay.
Mm.
Interesting.
So he wants to poison Harmony with it, is what I'm deducting.
Or beat the shit out of her with a mace with the poison on it. Yes.
That would still imply poisoning her.
How much, what do you know about your clerics, if you don't mind me asking?
No, that was just me commenting out of character.
Say that, or not again.
Is that down there? He's just like, oh my god, Foot's panicking. Panic at the Foots.
I'm going to go poison Harmony with this. He doesn't even know her. Okay. So, yeah, anything else you want to talk to him about? But yeah, what do you know about war clerics?
I'm gonna make a roll real quick.
Okay.
Dear God, please don't fail me now. I want a 20.
I would
religion.
say it would either be history or religion.
Oh, hold on. Off. Yeah.
Like history
you.
of war clerics or something
No,
else.
no, that doesn't count. Because I was trying to click out of it.
Oh,
Because I
you're-
want to look at my sheet.
Okay. That one doesn't count.
Because my history is probably better. Or it could be the same. That's fine too.
Or it can be. Okay, so you're gonna
Even
make
better.
this one count.
Yes, it's just getting better and better.
Okay.
Just
My knowledge
take your
is
religion.
So-
really lacking.
War,
Don't lose the religion.
war clerics are clerics of war.
Yeah. They carry maces. I've seen one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, if you want, I can provide a bit of information as to why he would purchase the blood. But are you willing to purchase that?
But
or
that's
exchange
not
for
really
another favor?
information. That's speculation. Unless he told you
no.
directly what he was going to do with it.
It would be fairly clear what he would use that for. Especially given around the time of month. And seeing what's going on.
You mean you're pregnant?
Yes. Yes, I'm a male and I'm pregnant.
Get the newspapers.
I offer to go find him a coat hanger.
Wow. No, that's bad. That's bad, TJ. That's really bad.
I'm sorry.
That is in the realm of horrible.
Ow.
Horror bad.
I even
I'm
when
going
I-
to bleach that from my mind. It never happened. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, either you could get the information now, or you could get it later. This is something that isn't necessarily as expensive as the purchase of it. Yes.
Can I roll persuasion to see if I can get it for free?
You could try. An 18.
Oh, he got 26 on every side.
No, remember the that's if you have advantage, of which
Oh,
yeah, it's left is the normal number. Well, he rolled an 18, by the way. I'll reduce the price a little bit, but you aren't going to get.
How much?
Let's see. For this, I'll say about 1 silver. Not too much.
No, that's
Mind
not.
me saying-
That's not much.
Okay, so you hand him a
I
silver.
hand him a silver. Yeah.
Okay. War clerics often use blood as a part of a ritual In this circumstance, he was using the ritual for the coming of fall, in which they ingest blood.
Oh, crap, he may have killed himself.
Was he aware of this? What was possibly in this blood?
He never asked. He was just in search of a blood because all the local vendors and stuff were not around and such. So he came to me asking if I had any on hand, and lo behold, 2 days earlier, someone came and sold me some blood.
You know where he was going to do this ritual at.
No, I did not inquire as to where he's going to do it. But I'm guessing since you don't know, and since I'm going to assume that the friends who asked you to come and search for him don't know, then he's not somewhere he normally is.
Do we? I look. Who had the? Oh shit! I asked Gark, who had the vial of antidote?
Me and,
Shayna.
yeah. I have one vial, so.
So Shayna left with it, or are we gonna assume that she gave it to one of us?
Actually, let me roll a quick d20. Roll d20. Roll. She left it with you.
Okay.
Yay! Dice rolling for making random decisions.
Yay!
It's useful because that means at least two of us can have a vial and split up to look for this guy and try and save his life.
And he came through yesterday, so,
We have time.
yeah.
Well,
You know what? I just thought of where I wave at him and I run off. I realize where I'm going.
so
I would like
long.
I would like to go inform the guild members who are looking for him.
I run off to third line again, and I'm
Okay.
going to talk to our other dragon.
No, she's with.
You mean Win?
Yep.
Scar?
He's with
Okay.
someone else.
He's with Mina. And Omega, which way are you going? You gonna go somewhere else, or you gonna follow one of those two?
I'd prefer to go to local temple church thing and
Okay.
speak to the clerics there.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Ark hands you one of the antidotes.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you now have a vial of antidote. Omega. Okay.
Right, okay.
So, Aired, you get, since it hasn't been too long, so they're still there giving reports and such. But you meet up with Gregor, and yeah.
I let him know So guys, there's good news and bad news.
Hey,
What do you want to hear first?
you know me, the good news. Well, you know me shortly, not too long, and good news.
He's been spotted a day ago at the market.
Oh, good. Good. Anyone in particular? Who'd you get the information from?
The bad news is why he was at the market.
Oh. Wait.
He was looking
Wait.
for
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
No, it's not hookers and blackjack.
Oh. Okay. What was he after?
He was looking to find some blood to perform a ritual for his religion, the coming of fall.
Okay. Yes.
Unfortunately, he
Yes.
bought it from a very shady vendor, which I talked to, unfortunately, a few days earlier. Tried to sell me some.
Wait.
gold.
Are you saying you have a hand in this?
No,
That's smart.
this vendor tried to sell me some poisoned blood. Couldn't, and sold it to him.
You tried to sell poison blood.
He tried to sell me the same blood he sold your friend.
Wait. He marketed it as poison blood.
I specifically asked him if it was poisoned. Your friend did not.
Okay, so you're an underhanded man. Aye. Okay. Who's the man?
Unfortunately, he's long gone.
I want to go talk to him. Who's the man?
The moment I left the market, he fled. He knew someone was going to come for him.
Oh, good, good. In
I
other words,
apologize.
Another person who can. Yes, of course you apologize.
Right now, we need to find your friend before it's too late.
Yeah, all that I can agree on. All right. Where have we searched? We've searched the bar. We've searched the tavern. We've searched the local library because the lady there that he liked. We've searched. What haven't we searched?
Where would someone perform a blood ritual?
Ah,
Not a
yes, the
library.
war cleric thing.
Wait, the what thing?
War cleric thing.
Right, okay.
The war cleric thing. You know, he never really did his rituals in I'm terrible with the accent right now. I'm gonna stop. He never really did his rituals in the open. He never really did it in a certain spot. It always happened at a good location at the time. Of course, he'd also always tell us where he was going, which he didn't this time. Yes.
So we need to cover as much ground as possible.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Okay. My brain. It hurts. Okay, if you could just give what you gave me to the town guard so they have more information, I'm going to go with my pals, and we're going to go start searching. I imagine it won't take you too long.
If you find him, one of my men who happened to have an antidote to this went to the church and everyone went to the third line.
Okay, gotcha. Go to our rival guild for... Okay, yes. Okay, we're going.
I just had an
I
epiphany.
just... Don't worry about it. This is right.
The
I thought you said you were going to stop that accent.
I swung back into it.
if they want to save his friend, if he wants to save his friend, he's gonna go. Let's be honest.
So yeah, those three run off. Okay, and we will now head to the church. So Lane, what are you asking?
Right, first off, I put some money into the collection,
Okay.
and I then ask if there were any festivals or any such things coming up, specifically to do with clerics, obviously.
Well, with clerics, you have the coming of fall, and they each have their own thing.
Right.
I saw that in chat. But I mean, they all have their own different ways, and some go and plant a tree, some go and bathe in the river, in a ritualistic cleansing. River, yes, they have a lisp.
Wow, you do swing both ways.
And then your war clerics, will they ingest blood after a ritualistic boiling? It's blood. They ingest blood. It's gruesome, okay?
Right, that's kind of interesting. Tell me more.
Right. Well, their thing is they find a suitable location. They boil a amount of blood, usually enough for a single goblet or so. It doesn't even have to be big, depending on how many clerics you have in town. Luckily, in town there aren't many war clerics, so yeah, they purify the blood by boiling it, and then they hand it around one by one, drinking as they chant.
Okay, so when does this actually take place?
It usually takes place at night.
Is there like a specific timing of the night? Is like when the moon's align or anything like that? Or not moon, but stars align?
No specific time, just at night, because, yeah.
And is there any war clerics knocking about?
Well, now that is one interesting thing. We had 3 war clerics. And let's see, the one who was supposed to get the blood this time around was Relinod. And yes, the other 2. Oh, what were their names? As he goes to his quick name board. You have Cilia.
Don't go
And-
breaking my heart.
Cilia and Corbin. The other 2.
Okay.
Those are the only war clerics in town. But, Corbin. War clerics. Those are the only other 2 in town, and they... I think they said they were planning on meeting in the forest? Or something.
Right, okay. Where would I normally find Cilia and Corbin?
Well, you'd normally find them around here. They're often very, they'd behave as guardians to many who came here seeking asylum. Relinod was the only one who participated as part of a guild, but he still came around, did his duties that he wanted to do. Seeing as he was also busy with the guild, but always dedicated, always devoted. And yeah, this year it just fell to his turn to provide.
Is Cilia or Corbin around, seeing that they spend most of the time here, or are they out?
Those 2 normally spend their time here, though when they do go out and about, it's your usual, just to go purchase supplies and such. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing special.
But are they here now, though? Or,
Oh, are they here? No. We haven't seen them since I left yesterday.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, is there anything else you need?
Not that I can think of, but no doubt I might be back.
Okay. Blessings be upon you. Alright. And then we go over to Ark.
I am in a flying frenzy. I'm like literally dashing up the stairs. I burst through the guild door, dashing up the stairs.
Hey! Okay. That was Riley.
I chuck a book. Hey!
You chuck a book at the guildmaster?
No.
Rubble.
Who else do you think I would chuck a book at?
She's somewhere else. You can't
She's not here. Oh my
you
god! I
can't
run
see
back
Mira.
downstairs.
you can't see Mira.
Riley, have you seen Mira?
Well, she should be in the library last I checked.
She's not. I went to throw a book at nothing.
Oh. Well, she's around. Have you checked downstairs? She might be pestering Scar.
Okay. I run downstairs.
She's under the end. She's under his armor bench.
I peer
Hi.
under. Hi. How good are you at tracking?
That would be a question for one of the others.
Like
Need the
who?
Name, need the name. Where's the name?
That is
That
not
would
his-
be a good question for Nelfarin.
Is he here?
He should be in the dining room. Or the
How
main
well do you know
room
him?
As...
How well do you... Woman!
What?
How well do you know him?
He likes to be a bit pompous and greedy.
Oh, God.
But he cares. He's a softy at heart.
Okay, is he? I need you then. Come on. Drag her out.
Hey! Okay, you drag her off.
At least this one didn't start end up in a bar fight.
What was his name again? I'm sorry. No,
Malfarin.
Nelfarin.
Malfarin or Nalfarin?
Nelfarin.
Nelfarin. Nelfarin. Got it. I run into the dining room with her in tow. You and that gnat.
I told you I didn't need to come here. Okay, hi.
By this point, I'm probably out of breath because I've been literally running nonstop. But now, Farron, I need some help, sir.
And what is it I can do for you?
I need to track something.
Oh, it seems very important.
It's probably the life and death situation of 3 people. Or 1 person. Sorry, I don't know 3 people. I know the 1 person. Long story short, you know war clerics and their rituals?
I know about war clerics. Yes, I know about their rituals. The
Well,
little
this war
one there likes to often spout off lore to us sometimes.
This war cleric ingested poison blood for his ritual.
What kind of poison blood?
Possibly the ones that came from wolves.
Oh my.
Yeah, I need to find him quickly.
Okay, well,
There's a report, really quick, there was a report last night about a burning purple flame. I have a feeling that was the blood burning.
Yes.
I would like to track that area down really quickly if you don't mind, sir.
Yes. The problem with this is that we need a direct... I need a path. I need a path. Do you know where they went? Which direction?
East Forest.
That's a big forest.
I know it's a big forest. Willis saw it. Willis was looking for glowing roots. Or glowing herbs.
Willis was looking for glowing... Wait, are you on that light? You realize that
Yes.
the light thing happened weeks ago, right?
It's fine.
You've clearly
Fine.
been running around too much today.
Yeah, I have been.
I'm sorry.
But really, the
thing about the blood is very important.
Andrew, your character wouldn't know about the forest yet.
Huh?
no, he literally put together. He thought about this already.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. His
Light.
character threw it together. Okay.
Based on the information I had.
But yes.
Alright.
Okay. The next best thing we can do is approximately where would they have entered the forest from? Was he meeting up with people? Where?
Are there any other war clerics in town?
Oh, I imagine there would be. I mean,
Okay.
church. And he just leaves.
Yep, right behind him. Oh, by the way, and I run back downstairs, still with her in tow.
Uh-huh.
I stick her back underneath the bed.
Okay.
Thank you. I pat her head. She just literally got used as an item for 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, and so I guess you're running off with him now to the church.
Yes.
It is now starting to be, with all this running around, it is now starting to become dusk. You can start seeing the sun starting to set.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, Aird, if you could roll 1d20 for me, nothing added.
Well, you
Natural
asked.
20. You happen to be passing by the church at the same time as you see Ark and Nelfarin just appearing there as Lane is coming out of it.
Happened to be walking.
You just happen to be stopping by. So, yeah. Now you're officially all together in the same spot.
That was lucky.
Yeah, that was a natural 20. Really good things happened.
At least I didn't end up at the grass by mistake.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
yeah, converse. Do your thing.
So what did you guys find out?
Uh, danger is what I found out.
Yeah.
Are there any other war clerics in this area?
Yeah, there's two. Both still missing from yesterday, like the other one.
Okay.
So, what time
Do
yesterday?
we know if they met here?
Because maybe they did it last night.
We don't know if they met here. Maybe they did it last... When did you say he purchased the thing?
Yesterday. Foot Knight. Not Foot Knight. Panzer. You're muted. You're still muted.
You're muted in Zoom. In Zoom.
I had to triple click to unmute myself. What the fuck?
Panzer, go home. You're drunk.
No. he's
Already
fine.
home.
Already home.
They bought it. They bought it yesterday, so that would imply the ritual was probably done last night.
Last
That's what I was
night
saying.
or today, if they had any sort of other preparations they had to... Okay. Okay.
But
So
given
who
the
were
fact
the
that
three?
they haven't returned,
Who are the three? Go ask the cleric for me if the two that you mentioned met with the one who purchased the blood.
Right.
All right, so I
Do you want me
guess
to do
run
that?
inside real quick.
Right. So I go back inside, find the cleric I was speaking to earlier, and ask him if the other two war clerics, Celia and Corbin, met up with the third one at all.
Yes, Relinod did stop by here to pick those two up.
Okay. Did they say anything about where they was going or what time they left?
Well, they left around dusk, so around this time actually.
And did this,
And it looked
like I say, did this after?
they had supplies with them, so if anything, I'd guess they went out into the forest. That's the best I can give. I was inside. All I know is that he came and picked them up, and they had supplies.
Right, but it was this time yesterday.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So I go back outside, explain the situation.
I asked Ark, is that someone for us that's here to help us track?
Yes, this is our guild tracker.
What do you need to track them?
I need to find their footprints. In which he goes to... He starts heading immediately, like, the clearest cut path he can get to the forest from the back of the church. Which goes past buildings and such, too, but it's the clearest cut. Okay. Time for some rolls to be made on my end, actually. Not that button. That's an equal sign. What was the thing? That. Okay. It takes him approximately 3 hours to find even a set of tracks just going out into the forest. And with the darkness coming on, it made it a bit difficult, giving him more time. But he manages to find some tracks, a set of 3. And I'm guessing you follow them.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and with that, we're going to cut. We're going to go to a break. Guys, we will be right back.